Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Spirit Hunters Infinite Horde. Today, we're taking another look back at our big friend Conrad. That's right, bringing back Conrad. It's been a little while. We haven't played him since the update. Looks like not too much has changed with Conrad overall. As you can see, pretty much the same things, although he gets 2 ranks in size, which is essentially 2 free levels. Nice to have, not really that important in the grand scheme of things compared to just having bigger things. Bigger spears is fantastic. I actually really want to try that for sure, but right now we're gonna go for something else. Knockback being stronger is nice as well. It's a shame. It'd be nice if this was actually bigger, because with the shrinkage of the cleave, it's come down quite a bit. Having it be bigger would be very nice. The orbital fire, though, and we haven't really done too much with orbital fire. It's lacking. I miss orbital fire. And we're gonna go for spine dunes. I have not seen either version of Spine Dunes yet, actually. I have not seen the normal or the heroic version, so this is actually pretty exciting to see what changes have happened. So let's give this a go. Again, we are going to try and... Ooh, look at that. Right off the bat, we start with a shot. Maybe we'll get Hoodoo. Oh, look at that. Right off the bat, we get our DoT increase. That's what I like to see. I mean, we have... Oh no. Oh no. They're already... Look at that. They have more than 22 health. Imagine if we started with the Frost. You'd be doing essentially nothing with your 3 damage hits. We do want size, but we actually need something to save us. So we are Conrad. We are slow. The mines will protect our butts inside of this orbital fire. Holy moly, that is not the best right there. We'll go for vines too. Why not? Get more dots in there. That's 3 of the 4 dot abilities. Oh, did we go frost and get the 4th? Would we really have the damage for the final boss? I don't know, but that's kind of tempting. So let's go with size. Let's try all the dots. We already have Hoodoo anyway, so why not? Luckily, we are getting bad options. I want to just get Ice Ring at this point as fast as possible, because we're in trouble. Just because we don't really have... it will keep giving us options we don't need, and then we have to pick a bad one, and then all sorts of stuff. As you can see, the dot's not doing that much right now, but they're doing enough. We'll take the 1 extra dot damage. Again, we need to get the speed on this orbital fire up as fast as possible, too. That is something that is going to hinder us quite a lot. But here we go. We did get the full dot build. Everything is dots. We need speed, though, because we need this to actually hit things as they come. Thankfully, we just got 2 speeds back to back. It is looking a little bit nicer. Things that... Oh, even more. Things that are getting close are getting hit by the mines as planned. We can't really, venture out too much, but, looking pretty good. I think our safety net is starting to get there. Again, even more speed. Perfect. That's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see just that safety, and dots. Look at that. Things are getting hit. Perfect. We'll get AoE size. Looks like mines are going to be pretty much our big killer move. That's what's going to be killing all the big bads with its massive... it's already 117 damage. It's ridiculous. Plus, it does have the dot on top afterwards, so that is very nice. We'll get some vine dottage as well, so we will really stack up these dots. Hopefully get some more Hoodoo levels as we progress, but we'll have to wait and see about that. As you can see, while I do love me some orbital fire, and we will be increasing that substantially, right now I do want to have a little bit more safety. Although, we haven't really taken much damage, so I'm not feeling too threatened. I am a little scared, just because look at how long these things survive with the orbital fire dot on it. I mean, in the olden days, that 23 damage that it is doing would essentially protect you from everything. But now... not so much. Even the small enemies, they take a couple of ticks. It's not as pretty. But look at that. That free... Oh my god, the freeze on the bombs. Oh, it's beautiful. That alone is beautiful. So, we're, again, feeling pretty confident. I mean, just marching along, singing our song, Nothing is really hitting us. We'll keep increasing the speed. Make that the Killer Nova, and I'm very much looking forward to turning these into dragons. If you did not know, there will be increases. I did show some images of them in one of my videos or preview, but yes, the orbital fires will turn into little mini dragons and stuff. You're gonna be able to get 2 of them. I believe they're gonna shoot fireballs. It's gonna be pretty cool. So I'm very much looking forward to those enhancements to come. But I believe that is approximately a month away. Maybe it's sooner. Maybe it'll be in one of their smaller patches. But from what I understand, every 2 weeks they're planning to do a small patch, followed by a larger patch. So month away from now or so, I would say. Potentially. I mean, it is possible that is very long away. It's possible that it could be coming sooner because they do have images of it already. So we shall see. I'm quite excited by it. 6 more dot damage. Let's go. Let's just make sure everything that is hitting pretty good. Again, we're still only the 1 hit point down. This is working quite well. Get our Ring of Frost a little bit bigger. Ooh, and we got a Moon Mummy. Oh, Moon Mummy. You wanted to try. You tried so hard, but in the end, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail, Mr. Moon Mummy. Oh, do we do it? You know what? Let's just do the speed. We don't need the speed anymore, but once we get larger, get some of our increased range going, I think the increased speed will do us a lot of justice. We do want it to be quite large. Again, that is the whole reason of being Conrad. You are large and in charge. You have the size advantage. So we want that to be out there. We want it to be hitting everything. The 1 dot damage does feel terrible, though. That is the one thing that I hate. Like, if this was 5, something like that. I mean, look at this. Vines is 6. And Vines, I believe, tick faster now than the Orbital Fire. I believe. It's quite possible that they're about the same. It's all based on perception. I'm not actually keeping track, so... But, it's ticking... Oh, no. I forgot that the Whirlwinds come. The Whirlwinds cometh. They are the ultimate enemy. Just because once Conrad gets kind of stuck, it's not the easiest thing to get out of. But we're doing pretty good. We're handling things. What's nice is with the speed that we do have... Oh, there we go. Get some size. With the speed that we have, we're able to also hit multiple times. And I believe the hit also, while refreshing the dot, also does damage. So if they get hit by the dot and then it gets hit by that, you're in a pretty good spot. I am not too worried. Let's work on... Oh, look at that. It died in the exact worst spot. We're not going to be able to collect half of the loot. Or more, even. But let's see. Okay, we got most of it. Alright. We lucked out. I'm very happy with that. Get some more speed. Yeah, that's right. So basically, everything that is coming towards us will be dotted up thanks to the Orbital Fire at a minimum. As it gets closer, it will also get in our Ice Ring dot. As it gets under us, it will get into the dot of the mine, potentially. I'm feeling pretty good, Dots. But yeah. Ooh, yeah, more size. Look at this. It is so... It's so large. It's bigger than the Ice Ring. This is perfect. Although we can still make our Ice Ring bigger. Like that right there. But we're not gonna yet. We might eventually. But I'm not super worried. I think we're pretty good. Again, everything that is getting close is just being decimated. So let's just work on our damages, because that's going to be something that will hinder us in the long run, is just not being able to do the damage that we need. I'm actually very scared for this final boss, because it's going to have a lot of health, and we are not going to do a lot of damage. So, but thankfully, I think our mines will help a lot if we can place a lot of mines, each one doing a couple hundred damage, upwards of, I don't know, 800 when it's fully upgraded. Not too bad. That's with a crit, mind you, with a crit. But still, not too shabby at all. As you can see, I mean, look at how big this Orbital Fire is. It's just taking care of everything in a long range. If it gets close, we still have the Ice Ring, which is protecting us, and we still have our mines, which we are going to keep getting the cooldown for. Thankfully, with the mine cooldown, we should be able to put down pretty decent mine paths. I mean, look at that. They're coming out pretty good. They do loads of damage, so I am quite thrilled by that. But look at, I mean, I feel bad because I love orbital fire. I still do, but you can really feel the DoT difference. Like, even though it's doing way more damage than it ever did with its DoT, it just is doing so much less than it ever did with its DoT. It's painful. It's painful for the orbital fire, but that's okay. That is okay. It's still going pretty good. We have to get more damage on it for sure, but we do want to focus on some things that are going to do a bit more damage, if you know what I mean. We don't want to fail at the end, is basically what I'm saying. I don't want to say, hey, I got 5 more damage on this DoT versus 100 more damage on my mines, you know? It's nowhere near the same ratio of importance. The DoT is doing basically enough, especially with Hoodoo, to justify its own existence. AoE size would be nice, but we don't really care about that. Do we want more freeze or more vines? Let's go with more vines. We've basically gotten the freeze to the point where we're happy. An extra second wouldn't be bad, but we don't really care. It's not gonna change too much. We're able to kill all the small things with orbital fire, though, which I think is its point now. So that is the point, that we are able to kill the tiny things, just not any of the larger things, which, we are seeing more and more of. So far, this map doesn't seem very different either. I am surprised. I was expecting to see 1 or 2 enemies shooting stuff at me, and I was going to be really paranoid because, we're Conrad. We're really, really... Oh, there was a mini-boss that I didn't even notice. So there was a mini-boss. I heard it. I just wasn't really looking for it. And apparently it really didn't do much. So perfectly fine there. Very happy. Ooh, and a pet. Yes. Alright, let's make sure we get this pet. I was expecting something to shoot at us, maybe sandworms to shoot or something. We still have a few enemies left to see. So we do have, the giant, what are they? Not crab riding things. I don't even know what they are. But the really big, bulky versions of the normal enemies. We still have those left to see. Maybe there's something else. But I am a little surprised that there were no shooting enemies. But I'm okay with that. I'm not going to be upset. I do find it interesting that because this is, I consider, a significantly harder map than the earlier ones. I do want mag slime, but I think speed, we're so slow. Let's get some speed. I do just find it interesting just because, yes, this is, again, I consider a harder map, and it seems easier without those enemies that are shooting at you. I mean, even the Hinterlands one, the second map you go to, in essence, has rock throwing enemies, has enemies that shoot things from the ground, and these are the larger enemies that I was talking about. He's marching to us right now. Maybe some stuff's going to appear from the ground. Doesn't quite look like it. I'm not upset by that, don't get me wrong. It does make my life easier, but at the same time, I was expecting, a bit more. They do have truckloads of health, though, so I am a little scared of that, but we do have our mine party down. They are freezable, though, so, I mean, look at this. We literally just can't kill them. We do not have the damage to kill these things until they get to the mines. And unfortunately, because we're Conrad, we move so slow, we weren't putting mines really out there. I guess we do need the mine size. I was trying to avoid it, just because I didn't want to rely on the size of the mines. I think the mini-boss literally just went right into our stack of mines, so that is at least a plus. But still, I'm not necessarily thrilled by the need for the reliance. I mean, it makes sense. We're not building... Oh, look at that, 650. Yeah, that's the damage we need. I mean, that one hit of 650 from that one mine basically did all of the damage that these orbital fires have been doing this entire time from the one mine hit. Feels a little bad. It's understandable. Mines are harder to trigger. Orbital fires hit everything. So I'm not saying one is better than the other. And our build itself is not optimal, for sure. As you can see, I mean, we are basically reliant on mine damage. Luckily, we are putting them behind us, but unluckily, we're Conrad, so we're very slow. We're not going to go back for it. But yeah, I mean, we're doing pretty good. We've leveled actually pretty well. Level 53, I am surprised by that. I was expecting to be significantly lower. But I guess the last time I did play this, I was on the hardcore version, where I don't have any extra experience, and I was playing on normal, not heroic, and things like that. So I was expecting to be in the 50s. It's crazy how your expectations change when you start playing the other version for a little while. But we have a shop, fantastic. I wish we could get more hoodoos, but you can't upgrade your pets in the shop. There is discussions about that, though. One person on the Discord actually said, hey, maybe you can buy just pet cages instead of buy pets, so that way you can still get upgrades and stuff. That's a potential, but they also did not quite like that specifically, because if you're going to buy something from the shop, they want you to know what you're going to get. You know, which I completely understand and respect that opinion. So I don't know what's going to happen, but there are discussions about doing something to the shop itself. To make it so... Ooh, I was going to go for the shop, but we're going for this first, because it'll give us more money. Oh, no. Oh, no, see, I'm stuck. I can't get around. Thank you. More money, more shopping, maybe more pets. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Again, it's very dangerous. Not dangerous, it's just silly. You know, Conrad's just like, I can't get around these tornadoes. I am a little curious how this last boss is going to be. I think it's going to be a bit of an endurance thing. But again, look at that. The mini boss does just run in things. I think it's actually mostly going to be lay down mine pool, get boss into mine pool, repeat. Not upset by that. Do we want... yes. Let us go for the shop first, because with the shop, we may be able to buy pets, and if we buy pets, then we'll get more options to upgrade pets and things like that. So that's always a good thing to see as well. Again, more damage. Look at that. He's in the dot. Get dotted, mini-boss. You're going to die any moment now. Any moment, that dot's going to take you down. I believe in it. I think, yeah, there's another shop over there, so fantastic. Let us grab that. Rupert, no. CC, sure, and we'll get the experience, because levels are good, and we will grab the last, I believe, damage upgrade for the mines, so I'm not upset by that. And again, that will push our mines to quite high damage, which is very, very nice, and we have another shop right here, hopefully for a pet that we do want. Conrad, you know what? Conrad needs Conrad. I won't even take Hardy, because this may be the last pet shop that we see. And if we do have 5, I'm not sure exactly how many pets we do have now. Area of the vines. How many pets do we have? We have 5. That means we now have a 60% chance to upgrade our Hoodoo. And that is one of the things that I really wanted to get. I want Hoodoo upgraded because we do have dots on everything. So, by filling out our pets, we now have the potential to, well, not the potential, look at that, over at 891. Woof! Those are good mines, you know. And if we had an extra 20 damage from Slither, that would be for over 950 damage. 951 if you want to be precise. But that is so close to 1,000. Oh, it's like just off. It's just off that 4-digit number. Unfortunately, I believe that is the highest damage in the game right there. And there we go. Look at that. 4 more damage on our Hoodoo. I will happily take that. The damage mitigation, of course, is nice. The Hardy going to 20 seconds is actually substantial. I mean, especially on like boss fights. If you get Hardy to level 3, getting a heart on Conrad every 10 seconds on a boss fight, that can extend the boss fight by minutes. Because each one of his is 37 to 38 health. That's immense amount of health that you'd be gaining, and it would drastically improve your survival options. So, So don't overlook Hardy, especially with a guaranteed chance anymore. Again, I love Hardy. I've always loved Hardy, so I wouldn't overlook it. But at the same time, I can see it being overlooked. I mean, it's quite understandable. Let's get more damage on our vines. Again, we want all of these things doing as much damage as possible. And I'm just trying to kill these enemies. These enemies are one of my favorite farming enemies in the game, especially when you can kill them, which we can't do the best right now. But when they drop 10 little sprites, desert spirits, what have you, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, that's 10 enemies that instantly spawn, instantly die, and yeah, there's nothing but beauty there. Let's get some more damage on our lovely, lovely orbital fire. And yeah, we're taking very little damage. Conrad is the tanky boy, so I am not upset by that. I don't think we're going to really get anything else, so I'm just sort of trying to farm levels for the end. Let's get more dot damage again. And I'm just trying to get experience. That's what I want. I want to get as deadly as possible, increase whatever damage we can. You know, orbital fire is pretty much in, where are we at with orbital fire? 20. So we could get a few more damages and things like that, but we're in a pretty good spot. Where do we want this, though? Damage? Yes. We will get one more. Why not? Again, 30 damage on the orbital fire now. It is more respectable. Again, 7 of it. 7, that's 7 levels for the 2 levels of the one pet. Whereas with every other dot, it's significantly less. So, significantly less. As we get 6 per vine. So, let's keep it going, though. Look at this experience that's dropping. We were able to kill everything. That's the one beautiful thing with orbital fire, though. Because it's a circle around you, you were just killing stuff around you like crazy. So, and orbital fire with the ice ring, a very good combination. I would say don't get orbital fire to this size, though, or get ice ring bigger. In essence, because you do want it to be approximately the same radius around you. It just makes things a little bit smoother, a little bit easier. Oh, Hardy gave us a heart. Healed us back up to full. Why not? We should get to a place where we are out in the open, though. And orbital fire is done. Done, 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 done. Fantastic. Mines just need AoE, which we're not going to bother with. We don't care about AoE for the mines, strictly because we don't want... we don't care. I mean, really, it's here for the boss at this point. We're not going to really be using it for other things. Tangle Vines, number is good. Pretty much we have all the levels that we wanted. It's pretty crazy to think that. I mean, we have all the damage on the vines. We have all the damage on the orbital fire. We have all the damage on the mines. Sure, their range isn't the best, but their range doesn't need to be the best because for the boss, it's the boss running over it. So yeah, I am quite thrilled. We just have sizes, number of vines, definitely don't care about that. So basically just sizes, and again, size of the mines don't really matter. Ice ring size is great for hordes, but not really going to be helpful for the boss. So let's just make sure we get the vines on the boss there. There we go. And we're just going to place, again, a mine wall for the boss that it will just run over. And, oh, I didn't know. Oh, it's his aura. I already forgot that there's auras again. That actually is more problematic than anything else because we are so slow. And we're dropping mines where we don't want to drop mines. But this should actually help, getting him to a side. Now we can drop our mines again. He's in the vines, which is perfect, so we can keep him slowed. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That is the key. The key will be to keep him very, very slowed and keep dropping this path of mines. We have a lovely heart to the side, which is amazing. And we got 6 more dot damage, which is fantastic. Let's make sure we grab that heart. Make sure we get him into the mines, and he's freed. Okay. Ugh, so slow. So slow. Alright, good, good, good. Keep up the the mine dance. Mines, I don't believe, will place if you stay still, so you want to just sort of do these little small circles as you move, and he is free. Hits all the mines, hits us too. It's understandable, but we are doing pretty okay. If I didn't mess up as much in the beginning, I would feel significantly better about everything right now. Unfortunately, I did mess up in the beginning. But look at that, we did gain health from Hardy, which is the key. Hardy is beautiful. Get some more damage on the vines. I really want the boss out of the vines right now, though. There we go. I took two hits, which is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine to take 2 hits, because now the vines went on the boss again. We can set up our little mine party, and there we go. The key is to set up this mine party with the boss towards the edge. Oh, there we go. Boom! Oh, look at that. Alright, Orbital Fire. It's your job. Do it. Alright, you didn't. There we go. Oh, we did it. Whew, that was a little worrisome. Not too bad, but definitely the damage was all in the mines. I mean, let's look at that total mine damage. Ice Ring, of course, not doing the most. But again, we got max dot damage on the vines, max damage on the mines, max damage, or max out Orbital Fire. All we were missing was AoE on the magic mines. Don't really care. You know, again, it's nice to have. It's great for hordes. But if you're using it for a boss killer, you don't need it because your goal is for the boss to walk into it. Vines, all we were missing really was some number and some AoE. Again, number, very lacking, especially if you're within close range. And then AoE on this. 4 levels, great for hordes, nothing on the boss. So, pretty solid though. We were able to completely do it with the dots. I am very thrilled. So, again, I'm actually surprised that there were really no major changes with the sand dunes, though. Not that that's a bad thing, you know. Sand dunes is and was like one of the hardest maps that there was. It's just, you know, when you see the swords coming from the ground and the other one and things like that. You know, now sand dunes, you know, sort of took a step back. I was never really my favorite one, and now it's even less my favorite because it doesn't have those things. Although at the same time, maybe it's easier now than others if you don't have to worry about things being thrown at you, so maybe that'll become a favorite farming spot, maybe in the hardcore mode or something. We'll have to wait and see. I still have to play the normal mode and hardcore mode. Hardcore mode, I still have a lot to do. I mean, I'm still very, very weak. I'm very paranoid, so we'll have to wait and see. But thank you so much. We have our 555 amber stored up for the future. Again, I think even these resources right now are enough for multiple patches. So, you know, it's not a bad thing. But thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you can. I do appreciate it. It does help. So thank you all very much. Have a wonderful day, and happy hunting.